फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।
Hello everyone, you're watching Cricket Next. I'm Surama Kaushik. England have now moved to the Super 8s of the T20 World Cup 2024. It's a great news for all the England fans because they were on the verge of getting knocked out from the T20 World Cup, and the defending champions were all in tension when it rained before their match against Namibia. But they needed only two things. They wanted a win over Namibia. That happened as they registered a 41-run win over Namibia by Duckworth-Lewis method. And then they wanted Australia to win over Scotland, and Australia also registered a 5-wicket victory over brave Scotland side. That was a great match between Australia and Scotland. But if we stick to England-Namibia match, then it was also a good match because Namibia gave those jitters to the England side when England came out to bat. But all in all, England have now cruised to the Super 8s of the T20 World Cup, and from Group B, Australia and England are now in the Super 8s. But let's talk about the match. Now, first up, it was all about rain. England players were in tension because they knew that if the match was about to be called off, their chances to the Super 8s will be all closed because England needed a win, and that's why they wanted a match, and that exactly happened. But the match was cut down to just 11 overs. But when England came out to bat, it started to rain again, and then the match was further cut short to 10 runs. But England, as I already mentioned, Namibia gave jitters to the England side because there was this Jos Buttler, the captain of the English side, who didn't even open his account, and he went back cheaply. Phil Salt also made just 11 runs, and that was the time where Namibia thought that they can restrict England to a small score in just 10 overs. But over there, Jonny Bairstow, Harry Brook, Moeen Ali, everybody chipped in, especially the way Harry Brook played. He made 47 and unbeaten 47 of 20 balls. Jonny Bairstow also played really well as he made 31 of 18 and led England to 122 in just 10 overs, the loss of 5 wickets. So I was just talking about, how Namibia were in a position where they felt that they can restrict England on a low score, and how then Harry Brook came in. I think in all those overs only, England changed the momentum and they led the game to their side because 122 was really a big score in 10 overs. And those are the visuals how England batted. So they put up a really good score, and then Namibia came in. And as Namibia came in for a side which is an inexperienced side and a side that really doesn't have much of an exposure, it was very difficult for them to chase down 122 in 10 overs, and that exactly happened. Though Michael van Lingen made 33 of 29 balls, Nicolas Devin also made 18 of 16, David Wiese made 27 of 12, but all these runs weren't enough because they wanted, a good performance, or Namibia required a grand performance or a firepower performance. But against England, that wasn't much possible. So in 10 overs, Namibia managed just 84 runs, and that's how England managed to win the game by 41 runs, though the game was cut short to 10 overs. But England all in all needed just a few overs game, and that eventually happened. Now Harry Brook got the player of the match award, and he said that England were in tension. I'll quote what Harry Brook said. He said that there was a lot of anxiety going around. We didn't quite think we were going to get out there. Thankfully rain stopped and we got the game. We batted first. We took quite a bit of information from our batting onto the pitch when we were fielding. So that's what Harry Brook said, which means that there was a lot of anxiety among the English players because they needed a win. As I already mentioned at the start of the video, if the match had been called off, अगर मैच नहीं होता, अबैंडन हो जाता, तो इंग्लैंड सुपर 8 में नहीं होती. They were on the verge of getting knocked out, but they needed a match. Match happened, 10 overs match happened, and they needed a good victory. They registered a good victory of 41 runs, and then they also needed Australia to win over Scotland, which also happened. And that's how Australia and England have now reached to the Super 8s of the T20 World Cup 2024. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of, excitement, and there will be a lot of interesting moments in the Super 8s of the T20 World Cup, where it will be seen how Australia and England fare amongst the other teams coming from the other groups and joining them in the Super 8. So that's that about England, Namibia. England have now reached to the Super 8s, and it's time for them to rejoice.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट.